Sarah Bodley, and I'm really excited to be here. I think it's unfair that all the emotions came and now I get to so bear with me. But I will also use this. This is our group of AggiesElevated students in their Aggie gear. This is one of the first days on campus of this fall semester. And I'm going to have the group kind of introduce themselves with a little video to begin with. This is a video created by Ben Stamper Pictures, so I'm going to let that introduce kind of who AggiesElevated is.
I had a dream that I wanted to go to college just like my other friends that graduated with me.
I want to picture myself as an elementary school teacher in whatever state I end up in.
I want to put a choir together.
I want to work with children with special needs in a daycare setting.
College can be tough for everyone because obviously we're all here to learn, but learning takes time. During AggiesElevated, I kind of learned how to take things seriously. Just getting all the assignments done on time.
Well, I did expect college to be difficult, and it is.
AggiesElevated is a program for kids with intellectual disabilities who want to go to college. It gives them a chance to be independent.
The type of skills that I'm learning right now is how to communicate. Because that's one of my biggest fears right now is to communicate.
It's challenged me very much so. I've noticed that my reading has improved quite a bit.
My teachers are awesome. My teachers are really awesome. Learning how to deal with my disability, how to stay on task and get things done in a certain amount of time.
When I graduate from AggiesElevated, I actually want to come back and get my bachelor's in art. It's just one of the best programs out there. You just got to work hard.
I'm really proud that I made the choice to come here.
I really wanted to go to college and it came true.
This is a group of students that excitingly has been able to access the campus through so much support. We currently, here at Utah State, students with intellectual and developmental disabilities have the opportunity, including students with autism, have access to the same curriculum, have the needed supports, and a forever altering experience of being at college. And it's pretty amazing to see. I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I get to see on a daily basis as the director of the program. Right now we have 9 students with varying disabilities. They're living on campus in the dorms with students without disabilities. They're taking courses on campus with students without disabilities. They're creating goals to help them become more independent. And independence is different for all of our students, so they've been able to identify what they want to do and then pursue that just like any other college student who comes to campus. And they're working with a team of volunteers, tutors, mentors, and other support staff from various disciplines across campus. It's been neat to see all the people that have gotten involved, and we'll talk a little bit about those as we go through this. I wanted just to show you some pictures as I talk about this, the things that the students are actually doing. You can see a couple of our students in various situations, and the cool thing that I love to see with career development is that I see job skills that they're learning in so many different settings. Students are applying for jobs, getting interviews, accepting positions. Just this week, a student was called for an interview at his dream job, and he came into my office yesterday and said, "Sarah, they offered it to me." So he gets to start working at Lagoon this summer, and it's one of his favorite things in the whole world, and so this is an awesome opportunity for him to do something that he wanted to pursue. We have students in internships on and off campus working at various areas. One, working at Sound Beginnings, which is a preschool for students with hearing impairments. And others, we have students at the Aggie Rec Center and Campus Store and an after-school club at an elementary off campus. We see the dignity and risk, and I think this is a neat thing to see brave people, parents, students, mentors, who are allowing each other to make mistakes and learning from those mistakes. There is dignity in taking risk, even if you fail. Some of our students have failed. Some of our students have experienced that, but I can guarantee that they've learned from it. These parents came and dropped their children off at a campus that their kids weren't familiar with. Some of the parents might have been, some coming from out of state. And they trusted that we as the support staff would be there to support, but that their child would make the decisions that they needed to be independent. We see groundbreaking independence. These are students that are advocating for themselves and others. They're serving in their communities and engaging in everything from going to their first football games to Sub for Santa to joining the recycling club. And it really is, there's so much available to them on campus, and they're finding their people. One of our students joined 4 clubs the first semester she was here, and she was so excited to tell me about all 4 of these clubs, and she went to the first meeting for one of them and came back and said, "Sarah, I found my people." And she's had those people since she came, and they've been her friends and her community. I get to see the use of resources. Currently this semester we have 31 service learning volunteers from all over campus, from communication disorder department as well as special ed, elementary education, some from business. We have a variety of students who are interested in volunteering, and they're putting in upwards of 1,200 hours a semester of volunteer support for our students. It's their precious time that they're helping our students to succeed. We have students using assistive technology to complete their homework on a daily basis. One student dictated a multiple-page research paper completely with speech-to-text technology, and was able to then, use the writing center and supports on campus to get it edited and prepared to hand in. He was ready to just not turn it in before we introduced him to these technologies that he could use. He's learning strategies to help him be more successful, and so are all the other students that we're working with. I get to see progress. This is one of my favorite things. As the director of the program, I get to see the progress, and I get to celebrate every step with the students. Some of those steps are very, very small, but some of them are huge. And even the small ones are huge to the student who is making that. One student has come so far to improve her communication skills. When she first came to us, it was like pulling teeth to try to get her to ask for help and come and just ask for that support. And she was having conflicts with roommates and other things that were really challenging. And she called me one day and she said, "Sarah, I've taped my conflict resolution strategies to my bed so that whenever I feel upset at somebody, I can look at those and review them." And that was something we talked about in class, and she was using that strategy so that she could be successful, whether it was that she was upset with her roommate or whoever she was talking to on the phone. And she's doing beautifully. Doesn't mean that she's always perfect, but she's trying, and it's neat to see that progress. And I really am excited to introduce you to one student that's here with us today, and this is Troy Shumway. You'll see firsthand what he's gained from this experience as he talks to you and tells you a little bit about what Aggies Elevated has meant to him. So I'm going to let the time turn over to Troy, and thanks for letting me be here.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Troy Shumway.
and I'm an AggiesElevated student at Utah State University in Logan, Utah. I am 21 years old, and I am interested in becoming a movie script writer, a book writer, so that other people can turn my books into movies, or interested in being a weight training teacher. The reason why I chose to come to AggiesElevated is because I want to learn how to be more independent. Learn how to travel because I am from out of state, and learn how to do well on a job or an internship. I am also here to be a part of the college experience. The place I worked at last semester was the Hyper Building on the USU campus. Now I am working at the new Recreation Center as an intern for 9 hours a week. The things that I do there are helping customers at the front service desk, counting students in each area of the gym with our co-worker iPad that we use, and assist customers to unlock their lockers whenever they need, assist others with their lockers whenever they get locked out or don't remember their locker code, because we use a master key to do that. That's what it's called. I am really enjoying my internship at the Aggie Recreation Center and would like to continue to work at a rec center similar to my current one. Over the summer, I climbed a mountain called Mount Kilimanjaro. It is located in Tanzania, Africa. The mountain is 19,341 feet high, and I climbed it to raise money for AggiesElevated so another person with a disability can come to college to learn and grow. The mountain hiking adventure took 7 days to climb up and 2 days to go down. The hike was easy at first until the days went by, and the higher I hiked, the harder it got. It got harder because of the high altitude. I got sick while I was having mountain sickness, that's what it's called. While I was sick, I wanted to turn back and give up. The thing that kept me going, though, was knowing what I was doing this hike for a cause. The person that kept me going, or who was my cheerleader, was my mom. And my dad, too, AggiesElevated has helped me a lot, or has meant a lot to me because it has changed me. It has changed me by learning how to live on my own in a dorm with other roommates, taking college classes, meeting and making new friends, and taking responsibility for myself. I am glad that I can be a part of this special program at Utah State, and I'm hoping that other people with disabilities can come here to college so that they can gain experience for themselves like I did. Thank you all for your time and for listening to me.